Hello, welcome to Health Styles Market. My name is Arlys, and we're going to be talking about care ideas for the chronically ill. Excuse me. And we're going to start today's class talking about food. It's the number one building block for foundational health. And anytime you have a good foundation, it's easier to heal. It's easier to get healing results from everything else that you're doing. Part of the reason food is such a basic is because you can choose foods that are just like gas to your fire. So here's your health condition, as we mentioned in the introduction. And we go to the doctor, we get tests done, we get the test results, we're given a name for what we have. And so literally for every health condition, for every health issue, there are foods for that individual condition that are just like gas to the fire. So we want to make changes in our food. And it's easy to just go online and look up, what about intermittent fasting? What about eating keto? What about, there's lots of people with lots of sales pitches, lots of ideas, and we're glad that worked for them. But really, the most consistent and the most accurate and the most personalized and the most individualized is to do blood work. And we sell a test kit from Allotest under Dr. Peterson here in Gillette. And we sell this kit, has everything in it, and it's $440. You take that to a local lab we have here in Gillette for a $40 draw fee. They draw your blood, process your kit, send it away to the lab. In about 2.5 to 3 weeks, you will receive a packet of information that looks like this. And I'll tell you more about this in just a little while. What those results are is it's your blood work and it's what your body reacted to. What is your immune system reacting to that could be giving you toxic symptoms or negative food symptoms? So we have this little handout. It's like a little quiz. You can stop in the store, pick one up. You can even take the quiz while you're here if that appeals to you and you have the time. And we can certainly answer questions and talk with you more about this. It's affordable, it's easy, convenient. You don't need an appointment here or at the lab. And it's just an easy thing to break in and add to your lifestyle. So you're immediately informed then about what's going on, what foods you're eating that have become toxic to you or are not your friend or are not health promoting. You can still eat them, that's a choice, but it's good to have the information. So I want to mention something. There's two different kinds of testing. You can have an IgE test, which is considered a food allergy, a true food allergy testing, or you can have an IgG. So what's the difference? So an IgE is blood work that's testing your reactions to foods immediately from contact up to 2 hours after you ingest them. So an example would be you and your family go to pretend Red Lobster and you have shrimp for the very first time. You've never had it before. And within 20 minutes, somebody notices you're struggling. Your tongue is swelling, your throat is swelling, you don't feel good, you're flushed, you might be sweating. It's not going well. Somebody notices, they call 911, the ambulance comes and immediately works to save your life. This can be dramatic. You never forget that experience, ever. But this blood work will show right here what foods you could possibly be reacting to. The reason that's important to know is because if you've never had a reaction like that at a restaurant, then it just kind of slips by, or you don't eat that food often enough to notice that there's a connection to you feeling really bad really fast. Just remember that it's from contact up to 2 hours after you eat the food. And that can end in more serious anaphylactic food reactions. It could be life and death. And it usually isn't as traumatic in the beginning, but everyone is different. And so you don't want to take risks with that. You'll notice, though, that it tends to be only 5% of your food reactions. So over here is a food sensitivity. It's using different testing, an IgG test. It's still blood work, but it's measuring your delayed reaction to eating a food. Maybe you thought you were okay eating that, but it builds up. So it's from 2 hours after eating the food all the way up to 4 days later. So the example I use is you go to somebody's birthday party, a child or grandchild's, and you eat pizza, chocolate, cake, and ice cream on, say, a Sunday early afternoon, noontime kind of thing. And you do fine. Maybe you even discuss it with your spouse on the way home, like, see, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with the cheese on the pizza, and I think I'm okay with the ice cream, or maybe the chocolate in the cake, and everything is fine. And it is in the moment, because as you'll notice, this is a delayed reaction from 2 hours up to 4 days. That's quite a long time. So what that means is if you have any reactions, they're not going to be anaphylactic. You're not going to notice your tongue swelling and a rash and all of that. They're going to be this whole possible list or more of different toxic symptoms. And maybe it's something you've kind of learned to live with, because who isn't eating dairy every single day? Well, most everybody, unless you've had this kind of testing done. So there you are. So Monday night, yeah, not so bad. Tuesday is not as good. Tuesday night, maybe you feel worse. Maybe Wednesday, it's kind of this full-blown thing. And you don't think on Wednesday about food you ate Sunday noon. And it can go all the way till Thursday. So that delayed reaction, you're not going to put that together with that you had dairy in that kind of quantity on a Sunday afternoon, but it could be greatly affecting you for symptoms. It could be greatly giving you symptoms. You don't know until you have this kind of blood work done. So this test kit for the IgG testing is testing a panel of 184 foods. And it makes all the difference. It's life-changing to have this kind of information. Here's an example of a testing kit that was done, and it's an IgG of 184 foods. And this person reacted to all these different ones. Dairy is not their friend. It's not their friend at all. So when you're a chronically ill person, this kind of test results could make a huge difference in making healthy food choices for yourself. As you eliminate those yellow ones, the help you have, here's what your test kit results look like. And it's a whole booklet that's all about you and all about the foods you're reacting to. And it also includes this little goodie. And I really haven't seen very many food allergy, food sensitivity, food intolerance kits that include something like this. So their computers removes all of these that you're reacting to, and then what's left, they print out a 4-day rotation, which is what's best for your immune system, and they've removed the ones you react to, so everything that's on here that's listed with your name means they've tested and it's safe for you to eat. So now you have an idea of what foods to eliminate, what foods to include, and some of these can be very healing and life-changing for this person. It's amazing, amazing what a difference it can make. Feel free to stop by the store, learn more about AlloTest, learn more about taking this quiz and about the steps. They can all be done in Gillette. It's easy. You don't need an appointment. You can do it at any time, Monday through Friday. And we'd love to help you make better food choices that fit for your chronically ill situation or whatever are your health challenges. Whatever you're suffering with, this is a wonderful place to start. Thank you for listening and joining me today. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.